Miss Khan. This is a experiment video that I made on question number H of how liquids don't go all the way to the top and only stay to the bottom and fill their container. And I'm also going to be talking about gas and giving you an experiment that you can try at home. So what you want to do is grab a pot basically and fill it with some H2O water here. We're going to get the water, we're going to put it on the pan and start to boil it, and we're going to see the reactions and what's happening, and we're going to observe, and I'm going to talk along the way of what's happening and explaining. So I got some H2 water, and you can see how it's taking the shape of this little pan here. But as soon as I put it into this container, it will form into that shape. You can easily see that. Now you can see it's taking the shape of this. And so that's basically how a liquid takes the shape of a container. And it doesn't retain its own shape because the particles are just far enough, and that particle separation causes them not to retain their shape, but to retain their volume. So we're going to go boil it, so let's go put it back into the pot. Just wanted to show you of how it takes the shape of any container. And then we're just going to boil it, and then we're going to see what... So I've boiled the water now, it's boiling, and I put a container on so you can see the reaction. We'll definitely see the water staying in the same place, but we'll notice the gas starting to rise up, and we'll talk about why it's rising up. So I'm keeping it here so that it's only trapped in this container, and then as you see the gas, it's going to start rising up, and I'll explain why. So let's just wait till the steam appears. And so now I've been observing, and you can see the gas actually rising up. So the gas is all trapped under this, and it's filling up its whole container because it doesn't have volume. Well, yeah, basically it doesn't have volume, and basically takes the volume of the whole container. We can see the gas trying to escape out, and he's pushing the container out because he just wants to escape. Because you can see it's the gas, the water vapors keep on getting increased, and that means the kinetic energy is getting increased, and they're basically punching upwards, right, to escape. And now they're basically escaping. Soon as and you can see the water staying the same, of course, isn't changing at all. But this, so basically, overall, the liquid won't change only because their molecules are just far enough are just like at the right point to have a definite volume. And so basically they have a definite volume, and their volume will stay the same, and they won't rise like gas, because gas doesn't have a different volume and won't rise because it takes the shape of its container. And right now, as you see, when it gets heated, there's more kinetic energy, and it's trying to escape like crazy. So as soon as I release this, you'll see the gas rushing up and trying to fill my whole room up. So, and this is why the liquid doesn't do it, but it's also gravity, because when it's coming up, gravity is pulling downward force, gravitational force, and it's pulling the liquid down, and the force of attraction of the particles just keep the liquid together. Whereas gas, it barely has no force of attraction at all, and has very weak intermolecular forces and has fewer bonds, and that's why the gravity can't push it down as much, and this is why the gas rises. So as soon as I release this, you'll notice the gas. You can see the gas just running crazily to the top, while the water is actually just staying there and maintaining its shape. So now we know this is why it doesn't rise to the top, and this is why gas rises to the top. I hope you like this experiment. You could try it out. There might be more experiments, but I find this one more fascinating, and it's really easy to use. So yeah, enjoy your day, Miss Khan. And this was the experiment for a little extra, extra marks. I also included a picture of gas for extra marks and everything. So yeah, hope you like it. Have a great day, and be sure to social distance. And sometimes when I send it late, it's because of the internet problems I have a lot of internet problems, like crazy amounts. But hope you're social distancing. Have a great day, and I'll see you another time. Goodbye.